Hello and welcome to the video. As you'll see here, this is the current build. And I've set everything back to stock. I actually deleted my folder with all the stuff in the document section. And we're starting from scratch, so there's no settings being changed. I have been on just set my car up that I like to use. And this is the settings in here I use. And we're going to show you how to set it up to be able to play Assetto Corsa Evo with a controller and actually enjoy the game. So we'll just load this up, get onto the track. I won't set the car up in any way, I'll just leave everything as it is stock. I will just check the settings, make sure they are stock quickly, just for myself, so I know they're definitely still stock as it comes first installed. And we'll go out and I'll show you that it is still almost impossible to play as it is. So we'll get out. I will just change the view so it's easy to see how the car reacts. Because as you know, if you played it with a controller, when you try and turn, as long as you're very steady with everything, you'll be kind of okay, but as soon as you try and actually get any decent speed out of it, especially while the tyres are cold, it's worse, but it's still the same when the white tyres are warmed up. But like you saw there, just try and put a bit of acceleration on and just turn them very slightly to adjust where the car is. It just spins out. And it can be hard, especially on the grass, to get going again. So it's very realistic where a powerful car on the grass, it just spins the wheels instantly. As you see here, if you're really taking it super easy on your throttle and your steering, you can play it, but it's very hard to play. As you see again in a sec, I'll get right there, fine. See, I was hardly on the throttle there, a bit more throttle, it starts getting out of shape. And try and get on the throttle to accelerate as we would down this start straight where it's a bit of a bend. It just spins you out, threw me into the wall, messed the car up. Both wheels are bent, as I'll show in a sec. This is a voiceover obviously. You can see that wheel is bent. I wasn't turning the steering, but it's bent in. That one's bent in also. So we need to go into the pits, get that fixed, and we'll change the setting. While that's being fixed and the timer's counting down, we can then just pause it and get into the settings. You can see, I was just looking, you can see that the car looks fixed already, but they've still got the countdown. And we'll go into the settings, controls obviously, then go to the controller, which is this part. And these ones we'll leave totally stock, but we'll go to settings here after clicking on steering originally. We'll come down here. These 4 settings at the bottom here, leave totally stock. This one is the one you change. Put that on smart. You want to apply that, but what we'll do first, ignore this part. I'll change the handbrake setting, which I should have left, and we'll fast forward down to traction control, and we need to bind traction control and ABS so we can change it while we're out on track. Otherwise, from first installing the game, you can't. As you see here, I was changing that, and you bind it. I put up and down on the D-pad for a decreasing and increasing, and you need to put it onto repeat and set the timing to 150 milliseconds. You need to do that for both of these, otherwise it repeats the input way too fast and it will constantly change the setting too quick. So you want it on 150 milliseconds so you can just press it once, press it twice, press it 3 times to change it each time, otherwise just pressing it once, sometimes that will change it twice or even more. Again, why that's set too high straight from the box, I don't know, but now you'll see totally different, much easier to drive the car, much more fun, feels much more like a game, say like Gran Turismo or something like that. Why they haven't set the assist to smart straight away from the box for controller, I do not know. Same again for traction control, why they haven't set that to be able to be adjusted while you're on track with controller, I do not know. I know the game is made to be a hardcore sim, so it's made mainly to use with a wheel, but you know, some people can't afford a wheel but still want to play a game like this, you know, so why not make it playable straight out of the box, so to speak, with a controller. As you can see now, much easier to try when you get on the throttle, a lot harder out in the corners, especially with the traction control on. You definitely need traction control on, especially while you're getting used to it. You can drive it without traction control, but you'd have to be very progressive with your throttle. Same with ABS, you definitely need that on really, otherwise you can lock up the wheel straight away. That's just me there, braking too late. But you can see here, turning left and right as I'm going along, it's not affecting the car at all, I'm not spinning out, the car isn't too jerky. Even although in the in-car view with the wheel still looks like it's turning way too fast, but you can always go to the in-car view without the wheel on it if that's distracting. May be able to change some of the other settings to make that actually move smoother, but I think it's best just to leave all the others because it's working absolutely fine as it is set up like this. You can see that it's still really jerking and fast moving most of the time. So that may be different with different cars because this is a fast race car basically, so that's going to have basically a race steering rack, so you don't have to turn the wheel so much to get onto full lock. So that may seem way more jerky than a road car for instance. Again, braking too late, so that's my fault, that's not the settings. I stuck my bonnet a bit, but the car's still driving fine. I'll show in a sec what it is like without the traction control. And then I will fix the handbrake setting I put because it's not working at the moment as it is. Not that you need it most of the time. Quickly change that. I'll speed through this. It's best just to leave your handbrake as it is. I think it's set right from the start, so that doesn't need to be messed with, that just needs to be on constant. I was just showing how that it doesn't really affect this car. For some reason you can hold it and you can still drive away. I guess it's because it's a race car, super powerful and all that. And now we'll turn traction control off and we'll have a little go with it, like this. Anyway, I'll leave you to it from here. Hope you enjoyed the video, I hope you enjoy the game more now. If you have uninstalled it, reinstall it. Set the settings like this, give it a go and you'll be surprised at how much better it is. And it was always just a simple setting, just one setting you needed to change, unlike they show in a lot of other videos where they're changing this setting, that setting, the others. You know, all the steering settings and throttle settings and all that, you don't need to touch any of those, and then you just need to put on your traction control and ABS so you can change it. I'll show in a sec, but if I can just do that, have it locked up with the ABS off, I think I can just do that. I just looked away for a second while I'm doing the voiceover, and there you go. Thanks for watching, and let me know if it helps you out.